If you were to ask me what the most controversial day it was to be a Ninjago fan, I would probably say the 27th of July 2017. And that is because that is the day LEGO uploaded the Sons of Garmadon San Diego Comic-Con sneak peek for Season 8. And of course, it was a big one, because that's the day we found out that they were officially switching over to the movie designs for the TV show. And, well, let's just say to this day, people still debate over whether or not they should have done this. But yeah, this video that they released was the original opening for Season 8, granted not fully complete, but it did give us an idea on what we were going to be getting for Season 8. And well, this video is going to cover it and also cover the controversy that came around it. Now, for the most part, I don't need to explain what is actually in this video, because like I said, it's about the first 5 minutes of episode 75. But the thing about it is the fact that it did have a couple of differences that we don't see in the final product. Now, I can't also show them because, well, LEGO's copyright has me in a chokehold at times, so I'm not putting any sort of risk on it. So, if you do want to see the differences, I will link the San Diego Comic-Con video in the description below, and then obviously just compare it to wherever you watch Ninjago. But the main differences, like I said, were mainly in the music, the sound effects, and also sometimes the lines themselves. Because if you do listen through the actual video, you can actually hear a whole lot of stock images and stock sound effects when actually used. There's no actual unique sounding sounds in these videos apart from Lloyd's dialogue. Well, also Pixel's, but Pixel's voice sounds weird in one of the lines as well. But yeah, in terms of the actual sound effects, like I said, it's mostly just stock. So, like I said, it's a lot of just stock punching sounds, the metal sounds, the glass sounds, the swords, for example. The only thing that I think wasn't actually completely reused from something else was Lloyd's Spin Jitsu, because that actually sounds like as it sounds in Season 8. So I think that's the only thing that was actually completed at this point. The next biggest thing in my opinion is that the lighting was also a lot more flat in this original video. It's to the point where I've been sat there with both the original San Diego one and the actual final product, and I've had them next to each other on different screens. And then I've been comparing the two for about 15 minutes. And I would say the lighting is just a lot more flat in the original video, so you could also see that it was clearly not fully finished. But like I said, this was released in July, so there was a solid 6 months, I would say, before we actually saw the episode, so I'm not surprised that this is the case. But I would say you can really see it in the scenes where Lloyd actually uses his power, because, well, Lloyd's power was just much more light in those scenes in the final product. And also, they didn't add certain details such as Lloyd's eyes lighting up. I think there's even a shot where Mr. E's eyes aren't even visible. So yeah, I would say the lighting also was another big thing that wasn't complete. And the last thing, in my opinion, that was the main difference was also the music. Because, well, it was mostly just reuse, and that's kind of a shame because Season 8's music is actually really good. But like I said, it wasn't finished, so, you know. But if you are actually listening quite closely, you can actually tell that most of the music they actually used was Season 7, which is actually quite interesting to hear over the Season 8 stuff, which is actually kind of cool. And the other main thing I did notice is that they used the standard Ninjago fight music that they used in the earlier seasons as well. So it was just a whole lot of placeholder stuff. But like I said, I'm not going to judge a non-finished product, and you can see that they specified at the end of the video. But it's interesting to point out the differences. But that's enough of pointing out the differences of the video. Let's actually talk about the main thing that divided the Ninjago community. And that's the fact that they used different models for the ninja, and well, more specifically the movie models. Now, this is a topic I have wanted to avoid a lot because it's one that every Ninjago fan talks about, and every Ninjago fan has a different opinion on. And at the time, there was a lot of opinions that were going around. There was also just a lot of theories as to how they were going to handle it, which was really interesting. A lot of people thought it was going to be the movie hair with the original faces. Some people thought it was going to be the movie faces with the original hair. Some people thought they just weren't even going to touch or acknowledge the movie. I saw people thinking it was just going to be Lloyd who got the redesign. So everyone had an idea, but no one really was right because it was just Everyone got switched, maybe a couple changes here and there, mainly in Kai, but no one really wanted it by the looks of it, but also there was a lot of people who did want it. So the Ninjago community was just in two. I definitely think it doesn't help as well, the fact that, well, we saw the redesigned Lloyd before the movie even came out, and the movie wasn't even taken too well anyways. So I think it was just everything was released out of order. I think it may have gone better if the movie was released at this point, but like I said, this was released July 27th, and the movie never came out until September 20th. So it's one of those things where a lot of people are probably just frustrated because we didn't even get to see the design yet before they confirmed the change. Side note, this is a very small thing, but do you know when the Sons of Garmadon are infiltrating Borg's tower? Do you know how they're all wearing the colors of the ninja? Who remembers when everyone thought that was the ninja? But obviously Lloyd couldn't have been the green one, and we were revealed Mr. E at the time, so everyone thought all the ninja went rogue, and someone else was commanding them as the new Green Ninja, and Lloyd was trying to stop them. That was an interesting time. But yeah, a lot of people just weren't happy, and I can understand it to an extent, but also it's just one of those things where I don't mind, and I do like the redesigns overall, but I do also really like the original designs as well. It's such a weird thing. To be completely honest, I kind of have been in the middle all this time. Because here's the thing, I do understand where the benefit of the redesigns came from, because the movie certainly brought in a whole new wave of fans. And of course, introducing them to completely different designs was probably too much as is. So I do understand why they decided to give them those designs, for the familiarity of all things. But then at the same time, of course, the show had these designs for a couple of years at these points, so I think a lot of people were just used to the designs we already had. So like I said, I just understand where both sides are coming from, and I guess this is where you could say that I do fence ride when it comes to the situation. But honestly, I do think if you stand firmly on one side or the other, I think it's almost just a little bit strange. Oh, the comment section's gonna be all over this, but the thing is that I just don't think it overly mattered, because pre and post the redesign, there were still fantastic seasons when it came to Ninjago, and the design didn't really make a difference, to be honest with you. I just firmly believe that when people say that the show itself was completely ruined, it was beyond the point of no return, it was unsalvageable, purely because of the redesigns, I just personally think that's a bit of an extremity. So this is where I am officially going to pass it off to you guys, because I do want to know what you think about the redesigns, and if you do firmly believe in one side or the other. The only thing I do ask is that you don't attack anyone in this comment section, because if I do see anyone being aggressive or being harmful towards anyone because of a design in a Lego show, that is where I will be stepping in. But I do also want to see your opinions. Please just be friendly, basically. I'm trusting you guys here. But like I said, this is in my opinion the day the Ninjago community was split in two. And if you disagree with me and you have an idea which one you think would be more of a divisive day, please let me know. And if I do agree with you, I will certainly make a video covering that situation as well. But like I said, I think this is the day where a lot of the community did split apart. Also, if you want me to be really specific about the redesigns, I think Lloyd's was an improvement. I think Cole's was slightly a downgrade because I like the scar. Nia was an improvement. Jay, if they had the eyebrow slit still, I probably would have said it was an improvement. Zane was definitely an improvement. Kai was an improvement. Yeah. But I also love the original designs. I love all the designs. I just love Ninjago, guys. Can we just all agree that we love Ninjago? If you've made it this far in the video, just say you love Ninjago. Let's be honest. But like I said, I also want to hear what you think about the redesigns. But that is about it, guys, and thank you for watching. And again, just let me know what you think. Just be kind to each other. It's a nice community. Everyone's friendly to each other. Let's just be all friends. But that is about it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care. Okay.